We are quickly approaching Election Day. The early voting period ends this Friday, and one of the big items on the ballot in Texas, 17 state propositions, the first of which would create an endowment fund for the Texas State Technical College Fund. Joining us to discuss, we've got Joe Arnold. He's the Deputy Vice Chancellor of the Texas State Technical College System. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Thank you.
Okay, before we get to what this fund is and why voters need to approve it and how much money we're talking about, let's talk about TSTC and what you guys do for people who may not be familiar with you or your programs.
Oh, absolutely. Texas State Technical College is a two-year technical school. It's a statewide system, actually. Right now, we have 11 campuses across the state. We have a 12th designation that'll be Denton County, and we'll have a campus there as soon as we can find the land and the place to build. What we do is technical training, everything from a plumber to electrician to cybersecurity. We do advanced manufacturing, diesel, you name it. If it's a high demand job, TSTC is training for that job right now.
Okay, so let's talk about this fund that voters have to approve. With Prop 1 is what they'll see on their ballot. Can you explain how much money would go into this fund and then how it would kind of be structured? We'll talk about why this fund might be important here in just a moment, but tell me about how much money would go into this fund if voters approve it.
Certainly. So there's actually two funds that the amendment creates. One is the Technical Institution Infrastructure Fund. That fund will be funded with $850 million from general revenue that already exists, no new tax dollars. That goes into an investment fund at the comptroller's office. The comptroller invests those dollars, and then on about an annual basis, the proceeds or the interest earned on those investments will go into the Available Workforce Education Fund. That's the fund that TWC will draw down from, anywhere from $40 to $50 million annually, depending on how the fund performs.
Okay, so unlike a lot of community colleges, TSTC, you guys aren't able to issue bonds for infrastructure. So how has that affected different campuses? You mentioned you guys are all over the state. So how has that been an impact on you guys?
So you're right. Since our beginning in 1965, as a state agency, we can't levy property taxes. So we don't have an avenue like a community college or a school district would to go out and raise extra money. For building, we only get funded operationally from the state of Texas, unless they decide to do a special bond program for building for colleges, when that doesn't come along very often. So it kind of puts us behind the eight ball, and then it limits our growth. We're not able to plan for the growth that we have in many of our areas. And currently, several of our programs are at capacity, and we actually turn people away every semester. The need's out there. The need is great. Employers come to us all the time and say, if you just had 3 more of those technicians, I'd hire them today. So the impact on the state of Texas is, it affects our economy. We need a strong workforce to be able to keep the economy rolling in Texas.
Let's talk about what projects might happen if voters approve Prop 1.
Certainly. So about 18 months or so after the money goes over to the comptroller's office for investment, if it's approved by voters, we'll get our first money out of that. Between now and then, we'll be speaking with every one of our employers in the regions where we operate, determining what the need is, what programs might we need to expand, which one might need to have even less. Once we determine that, we'll rank those, prioritize them, and then that will inform us as to where we need to spend those dollars first, and we'll start planning then to expand programs across the state.
Deputy Vice Chancellor of the Texas State Technical College System, Joe Arnold, thank you so much for joining us today.
It's been my pleasure. Thank you.